to the potential threat after Russia sieged that nuclear plant in Ukraine. And we're joined now tonight by Ed McGuinness, who is the former acting assistant secretary of nuclear energy for the Energy Department. Ed, we appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Anybody who hears or sees that there is a fire outside of a nuclear plant is going to think that that is concerning. But not everybody knows a lot about nuclear power or the threat or what fires can do. You have expert knowledge on that. So my question to you simply is, with Russian forces now in control of this facility, what are the gravest dangers that you see?
First of all, the greatest danger right now is the Russians preventing the heroic, frankly, unsung heroes that are the plant operators that chose to risk their lives to stay at that plant for the sake of their countrymen and to ensure that they have full unfettered access to the plant, to be able to manage the plant as they know. They're expert. I have spent years in Ukraine. I've personally visited Zaporizhia and led U.S. assistance with that plant to make it as safe as possible. So they need to provide all the support necessary for those plant operators who are in, frankly, great duress.
I mean, we're hearing some reports that some of these plant operators are operating at gunpoint, keeping this power plant running. And of course, it is the largest nuclear plant in all of Europe. And Russia, of course, already has nuclear weapons. How does holding this site help Vladimir Putin achieve his goals? Does it change the equation at all, a nuclear plant? Is there any distinction between nuclear weapons and a nuclear plant?
Well, there's great distinction between nuclear weapons and nuclear plant. Nuclear plants for peaceful generation of electricity and also vital electricity. Seizing this plant helps no one. That plant is one of the last lifelines to these Ukrainians who are going through unimaginable tragedy here. And the electricity coming out of those 6 plants oftentimes is going to be the difference between life and death, whether it's hospitals or other life-saving mechanisms or equipment that is driven by electricity.
Nuclear power is often maligned by people who don't understand it, people who think that it's dangerous because of some of the rare accidents that we've seen of when it does go awry, it does have a problem of being potentially catastrophic, though that is very rare. So I ask you, what would it take to cause some kind of catastrophic nuclear leak or explosion or something like that from a plant like this?
First of all, we need to step back and recognize that these nuclear reactors are Generation 3 reactors with redundant safety systems, with a very robust concrete steel reinforced containment structure. Nothing like the Chernobyl plant that had no containment structure, and it had fatal flaws in some of the safety systems. This is nothing like that. These plants have gone through European Union stress tests with upgrades. So I'm confident these plants can operate safely and securely. But of course, that's in a civilian environment. What infrastructure, parts of the infrastructure are critical, have been designed for wartime and being targeted. That's why it's so unacceptable that literally this nuclear power plant, one of the largest in the world, has been shelled and has been bombed. That's completely unacceptable and over the top.
And I do think a lot of those safety standards that this plant has been built to has been because of the Chernobyl disaster that we had in the past, if I'm incorrect. It sounds that, just to be very clear to people, because there is this common misunderstanding in the general public of nuclear, that we associate nuclear power plants with nuclear weapons, that people think that this is about nuclear weaponry when this is happening. Is it fair to say that Russia is seizing this because of energy strictly, not because of any kind of atom splitting or bomb capability?
At best, it would be for energy and geostrategic issues, but frankly, it's completely illogical, and it really makes no sense. It's counterproductive. If he really cared about the citizens of Ukraine, he would not put them in harm's way by bombing a nuclear power plant, period.
All right, Ed McGuinness, we appreciate your time. Thanks for speaking with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.